Star being the morning mood as always.
Who's your big sleepy baby?
We are officially behind on the guest room. Yay! And I've got people needing to stay in it next weekend. So we're going to use a bit of a long weekend, most of Saturday day, while I thought I was going to be hungover, but I'm not too bad. So we're going to use the freshness and get a coat of paint in this room. I'm excited to see some colour in this space. I don't know what the rest of the week's going to look like. This is a bit of a bonus day. We're just going to fire on and see how far we get. Let's get going. So, I am just rollering this ball, and you'll never guess what's happened. Bubbles. These ones are peeling. It's an old vinyl paint. It's just, I can't find an end to it. I don't know how to seal it down. Patch here. There's a patch there. One there. One there. And one that I've tried to cover up here. And one coat of the Faro and ball pointing. Definitely still see some shadiness on this one, so definitely another coat, especially at the edges. The edges are so much lighter than the rest of it. Oh, something in my eye. This one doesn't seem to have as much pigment as the tallow that we used in the haul, which is probably to be expected. It is more of a white colour. So I suppose like there is inherently less pigment in it, and I suppose more just kind of base white. So that's probably what's contributing to it. Thankfully, it doesn't look like we've had any more of these bubbles on any of the other walls. So it does seem to be contained to this wall only. And I'm absolutely covered in paint. It's in my hair and everything. But yeah, no more bubbles other than on this wall. But 100% second coat needed, so we'll pick that up on Monday. For now, I'm off to enjoy the rest of my weekend. Hello. And it's Monday. Hello properly, and welcome back to another week of the house vlogs. So we have a lot to do this week to make sure I'm hitting that Friday deadline so the room's ready for the guests come next weekend. Main thing is the carpet will be coming at some point this week, so we need to get the skirting on. Even if the painting of the walls isn't done, I need to get that skirting on so they can then lay the carpet spikes in the right place and lay the carpet correctly. The skirting ended up getting delivered yesterday, a few days later than it was meant to, which is a bit annoying, but also it's fine. I've got it in my head how we're going to run this. So big list to do today. We need to cut the skirting to size, get it on the wall, do one coat of paint on the skirting, do another coat of paint on the skirting, do the second coat of wall and ceiling paint, and then we need to paint the feature wall as well, as the feature wall is the one the bed's going against, and I don't want to have to move the bed in and out loads of times. So, let's do. Big list. We can do this though. We can get this done. Yeah, let's get going. So very frustratingly, I have miscalculated. I just redid the maths there, and I'm 10 centimeters too short. Just so annoying. So very thankfully, Ali, my husband, is home for the long weekend, and he was at B&Q already buying some flowers for the garden. So he was able to just pick me up another strip. So he should be home with that soon. Just double check all of these measurements to make sure I'm happy with all that. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Skirting's expensive. Jeez. Only is skirting really expensive, it is also really awkward to cut. Because you have to have the saw at the 45-degree angle, I kept getting confused about what side of the skirting I needed to be on, what side of the tool needed to
be on. It was way more confusing than I anticipated. I was anticipating just going voom, voom, voom. I did not just go voom, voom, voom. But we got it done, and that's the main thing. I then decided to do my first coat of paint with the skirting off the wall, and thank God I did. This skirting was meant to be primed, but even at that, it was absorbing the paint like no tomorrow. This would have taken twice, 3 times as long if it had been stuck on the wall. I'm so glad I managed to do this while it was still able to be moved more freely. Star also kept trying to come and say hi, and I had to block her away so she didn't get her nose all painty. And we're done. All the pieces are painted. They will stay and chill here until tomorrow, when we'll get them attached to the walls. Somebody finally settled down. That's a good girl. I don't know why I bother straightening the fringe when this happens when I'm out on a walk with Star. Why do I bother? Why? Okay, while I'm sorting my hair, quick rundown of today. So we have to get the skirting attached today. I've still not had my confirmation email from the carpet company, so I'm a wee bit worried. Don't know if they install on Saturday. I hope they do, otherwise... Yesterday also got a bit derailed, so I got no editing done whatsoever, which isn't great. Let that sit for a sec. So I need to call the carpet company. Hopefully it's in and they've still just got my email wrong. We need to get the skirting up from the garage and then on the walls. It's probably going to get scuffed again when the carpet goes down, so I think I am just going to leave the second coat of paint on the skirting until once it's done. Fire on with the editing and then probably do the walls tomorrow. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, also got hob options through from the kitchen company. Sat and worked out some final details with them yesterday. I just need to look through. They sent a few different induction hob options, so I need to go through them and pick one and just make sure that all the changes that they've made to the plan are I'm happy with based on what our chats were yesterday. Then hopefully we can get that signed off. I can't get that fully signed off until we know a date. That's the other thing. I need to chase the joiner up as well. Cool. That'll do nicely. Better get going then. After a lot of consideration, I am going to pick the AEG hob. I really prefer its UI, so let me zoom in. So here you can see how you can just tap where you want it, power, whereas a lot of them just have buttons. Actually, so if you look at the Bosch equivalent, you can see you just select what one it is and then you have to do the plus and minus to get your number up. I hate these. I've used these. Don't like them. I am very happy with this AEG where you can just go whee! Looking forward to that. Plus the Bosch only has a B rating. The AEG has an A+, so better for the electricity too. Whoop. I forgot I hadn't showed you guys. We moved the sofa bed out of here so you can see how big this room is now. A little squished into the corner. Feels huge. This though, we had to put stuff in places, and this is now my bathroom. just a little bit squished. We're making it work though. You can just about get into the toilet. You can just about get in here. Sink's kind of accessible. We got to kind of reach over some stuff. Yeah, it's a good thing we have another shower. Okay, lifting gloves. First, some more chaos to add to the bathroom pile. All my offcuts. I'm hoping one of these little guys fits around the door frame and I don't need to cut little bits for the door frame. Wish me luck. Oh. How the hell am I meant to get this around the corner? Get it. Why did I keep that one? Jeez. This is what happens when you get cocky. Okay. Mostly off. The puzzle piece that is the skirting, all of these have got numbers on the back. So I just need to remember what wall was what number. 3, which I think is this back wall. And I should have a little 3. Yep. That looks way too long. That was clearly mismeasured. I think I'm going to be doing some sanding today. Number 5. That was also clearly mismeasured. What the hell? I'm now scared for every other bit of skirting board right now.
we've got about 3 bits of skirting that are the right size. Love it. Love it all. Love it all. Finally, remember to call the carpet place, and it's in! Yay! So it's going to be delivered on Friday, which is perfect. Means we can finish off the skirting today, get the colour on the walls tomorrow, and then it'll go down on Friday, and then the last coat of skirting can go down Friday afternoon, Saturday, Friday evening, some point in that day. So yeah, that works out perfectly. Oh, you can tell my arms are tired. My phone's going, ugh. Oh, we're making good progress in the skirting though, when I stop for a break. So we've got this back wall all sized up now. This one all sized up here. This one sized up here, but it's currently popped off. And then just in the middle of sizing this one. These two need sized as well, but that should hopefully be a quick fix. And then I found a little square that fits perfectly in that corner, so I'm absolutely buzzing. I couldn't get this bit of skirting fully underneath the radiator, so I've had to cut a chunk off, and we'll just fit that. And then both seams will be underneath the radiator, so you won't be able to see it. We're gonna do this. It's so much longer than I thought. Why does everything is so much harder and so much longer than you think? Skirting is something I'll definitely not be doing again in a hurry. It takes a lot of precise measurements, and even when I thought I had the room measured, apparently I was looking at the wrong shape. So that one's on me. But yeah, we'll get there. Yeah. Well, that is now 5:30, but all the skirtings are down and attached and propped up. I'm exhausted. We just need to seal around the edges and any joins as well. So I'm just gonna grab a bucket, grab a sponge, and then we can get onto that. Can't believe I thought this would only take me the morning and I'd have all afternoon. It's 5:30. We're where we're at, so just gotta keep going. I think if I have to stay up late tonight to finish the edit, that'll just be what I have to do. Let's get going so it's not too much later.
Got some physics going right here to hold that skirting against the wall while it dries. Physics, baby.
God, I don't just feel tired, I look tired. Oh, so I've had quite a frustrating day with the skirting. Obviously we had the trim issues, which I sorted, but when I started to attach it, I think the walls aren't very flat, or the skirting had warped, or both. And there's some really big points that I'm struggling to get it flat against the wall. Now, I'm not expecting it to be perfectly flat against the wall. There are some points in here that are particularly bad. I had been getting away with kind of using some of the old skirting that still has the nails in it, kind of jamming the nails into the carpet at an angle, but that seemed to be struggling. I have a new experiment using some gravity to put a bunch of weight against a certain point, but we'll see how that dries in the morning. Not convinced it's gonna work too well. Also, I can just see a corner sticking out that I thought I'd dealt with. Dang it. I wonder if that's popping out because I put pressure. Anyway, yeah, it is 8 p.m. now. It's so late in the day. I'm exhausted. But yeah, it's getting late. I would very much like to go to bed, but I need to finish caulking this room so it can set overnight. Also, my back is killing me. If nothing else, my body needs a rest. Even if I don't deserve it, my body needs it. I still have to deal with this wall at some point. That can wait till after the deadline though, because it's just stuff that's going to furniture against it, which is going to be the other wall. It's nice coming in here though with the new skirting down. The walls and ceiling mostly white, mostly painted. Feels like a room. It is done! Yes, I've gone mildly insane. That is Wednesday finally done though, so let's go to bed and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Oh, even Star's a big tired girl, aren't you? Star. Completely ignoring me.
Well, as anticipated, I am exhausted. My legs hurt, my knees hurt from kneeling on the ground, my shoulders hurt, my arms hurt, my back hurts. So definitely going to take that rest at least rest morning. Yes, I'm just gonna look like a crazy person. I've not even brushed my hair, and we're just gonna sit and chill and edit. So I'm sitting here editing this week's video and I get an email notification. I'm like, oh, what's this notification? It is Ali, my husband, subscribing to my YouTube channel. Five weeks late. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Also use the roller extension on the walls rather than just the ceiling. It meant I could be better, 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 could be better. Let's play a game. Can you spot what's wrong with this image and why I'm going to need to refilm something? I'll give you guys a sec. Correct! The mic's not plugged in.
There we go. Would you like some more belly rubs?
I have to go start my day with look at the sleeping baby. Look at the little paw.
Guess I'm doing Friday's intro sitting here with funky hair with the little baby. Yeah, good morning. It's Friday. We're getting the carpet delivered today. I am feeling so much better after my kind of rest day with the editing yesterday. Like, I was still doing things in the sense of I was still editing, but I just feel my brain was just... Well, it'll probably normally only take me about 5 hours. I think it took me the whole day, but I needed the rest. I needed the shutdown, and doing the editing was quite therapeutic actually. Oh, this is so wobbly. Wow. Come in here, and 1, I forgot I left it a mess, and 2, I forgot I had all my physics experiments holding the skirting on. Should probably tidy up a wee bit before we get on with the painting. Much better. I feel like I'm giving very much like Wednesday Addams today. Wednesday Addams but in pink. I think the thing that's amazed me most about this room is how tall the ceilings feel now. It's not going to capture on camera, but it just feels so tall now. Love how bright this room is. Okay, so we have the bedside tables are 40. So I've made it 50mm up the top here, and we've got 50mm up the top here, leaving the gap for the library. So I think this is gonna look good. You can imagine just stripe. I think that's a good width apart. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I wore my mask and gloves for that, because look at this. And then all the way down here. God knows, so gross. All that's up. And the new one should be coming later. There's also another big stain over here, and over there. And actually one over there as well. Very happy I pulled all that up. I think fresh underlay was definitely needed as well.
I'm just gonna stop for lunch now, so ideally the carpet guys call me and say they're here within the next hour. I'm gonna say probably not, given the fact I've not even heard from them yet. Oh, I'm so struggling to hold my phone today with the amount of coffee I've had. I've not had any more than normal, but I'm so jittery today. But I've not even heard from them today, so I must be so far down the list. I'm a bit worried it's not going to come till really late. If I don't hear from them from after lunch, I'm just going to start going around the edges again in that paint. I'll start with the ceiling, which will be like least impacted by them, and then work from there as opposed to normally I work bottom to top. Today I work top to bottom. If I can even just get the ceiling with an extra coat or something. I'm just a bit worried. I thought I could get all the painting done today, but I'm now worried what if they come while it's still soaking wet, and then they either scratch my paint or I get paint on the new carpet before it's even gone down yet. So I'm just a bit apprehensive about that. I did not think that through. I picked my carpet. Oh, it's so echoey in here. The mirror vlogging. Oh yeah. I am very annoyed. I'm very annoyed with this carpet place and carpet fitter. I placed my order with them, didn't get my confirmation email, called them up to just confirm they had the order. They said, yep, did you not get it? I said, nope. Turns out they had the wrong email for me on file. Got them to update the email. They said the delivery would be in within the week of me ordering it. Come the tail end of that week, I called them. Order's still not in the shop. And you can't book your fitter until it's in. I'm like, okay, I just wanted to make sure because I've not done, or the emails haven't come in the past, so I just wanted to check. Call them Wednesday and I still haven't had a delivery email, which is now 2 weeks after I've ordered it. They go, oh yeah, that's in. I'm like, okay. And they were like, oh, did you not get your delivery email? I'm like, no, I didn't get my delivery email. What one was it sent to? And it was sent to still the incorrect one. So they updated my email yet again, and I booked the delivery in for today. So it was 2 days ago we had this conversation. I got an email last night saying like, yep, your order will be delivered tomorrow. You'll hear from someone first thing in the morning. No problem at all. By 1:30, I still hadn't heard anything at all. So I call the shop. And I say to the guy in the shop, you know, I've not heard from the fitters today. I'm meant to be getting a carpet fitted. He checks, like, yep, you're on the delivery, or you're on the list for today. And then he's like, can I put you on hold? Doesn't put me on hold. I hear him talking not very nice things about the fitter to his manager or someone else on the shop floor, don't know. Comes back and goes, yep, you definitely should have heard from them by now. Let me give them a call. This time he does actually put me on hold. He then comes back off hold and he goes, I can't get hold of the fitter either, but I've texted them. It's now been almost an hour since I made that phone call and I still haven't heard from anyone. I'm very annoyed. I feel like I've put in a lot of work and a lot of effort just for something completely out of my control, despite me trying to, you know, not force it, but like me having to guide the process, despite this, like this should have been something the shop dealt with. No, I had to deal with it pretty much the entire way through. So I'm very annoyed, and that's now been an hour. So I'm going to call them again. I'm going to call the shop again and see if I can get a hold of the fitters this time, because this carpet is coming today. I don't care if it's 9 o'clock at night, this carpet is coming today. Just called the shop a second time and they're going to call me back once they've spoken to the fitters, so see how long that takes. Hey! Carpet fitter has just called me and they're going to be here within the next half hour. Talking about cutting it fine. Guy seemed apologetic. I was just like, nah, just get here. They're coming, yay! I was just about to say so much for seeing here in half an hour. It's now been 45, but there was a van driving up the street.
Do you have concerns? Star would like to make a formal complaint to the manager.
It's the wrong colour. After all that, it's the wrong colour. But it is so bright. I've reached out to the company. This name was not the same name as what the guys had on their sheet. But the problem is because I never received the order confirmation, I could never check.
Hey, would you like smelling the new carpet? Does it smell nice?
So I can't believe after all that, it's not even the colour I wanted. And I might be stuck with it. Okay, panic over. It looks like they might have made a mistake on their side. Apparently the shade I got and the shade I requested right next to each other in the system, so they're going to swap it for me. Thank God. Like, I know it's not much, but
you know, I chose that colour for a reason, so I'm just really happy they're going to deal with that for me. It's a pain that's going to have to happen, and it means this room's not going to be done, and we're going to have to move furniture in and out of it while we've got people over this weekend. But no, I think I'd rather have it right than my money back. It also means that I don't absolutely need to rush on the deadline now, because all the furniture is going to come back out anyway. Like, I'm going to get, like, the skirting board can't get done till the carpet's down anyway, so that doesn't need done now. And then all the furniture is going to come back out anyway, so if I need to touch up anything, I can do it then. Now that I'm feeling a bit better, I've had like a contemplation half hour sitting on the floor and on the phone with one of my friends, so that really helps. I think I'm going to do a second coat on the tallow just to get that kind of done and dusted, and then I'll see how I feel about doing the rest of the coat on the pointing. So this is the tallow, this is the pointing. I feel slightly better now. Just slightly. Second coat done.
So finished doing the yellowier tallow on the walls, cleaned up my brushes and roller, and I have just figured out why I cried for like half an hour over wrong carpet. Yep, it's my period. Yay! So I am going to become a snow leopard for the evening, and I'm gonna go curl up on the sofa. I think I deserve this. I can hear Star going insane down the stairs.
Great. And as I'm editing this a fair few weeks later, I realised I never filmed an outro. So thanks so much for watching, and also thank you for being patient during my few weeks break while I was on holiday and then had some health stuff. So thanks so much for sticking around, and I'll see you guys regularly again next week. Bye.